It's been a while since Call to Cinema has been able to look at a noir, especially a new one. But today we are looking at Neil Jordan's Marlowe 2022. And no, it's not based on the James Garner one. It's a whole brand new story, and it's it's time to review it. In 2014, we got a brand new Marlowe novel, The Black Eyed Blonde. And of course, it wasn't by Raymond Chandler, but it was by an Irish author. And I want to make sure I get the name right, so I do have my cheat sheet up here, and by John Banville. It was a book that Liam Neeson liked a lot. And he went to Neil Jordan himself and said, I want to make this into a movie. Will you direct this? So Neil Jordan read the book, looked at it, and said, "Okay, I want to make a few changes, but overall, we're going to do it." So, harken back to the late 1930s for Marlowe. Marlowe stars Liam Neeson in his 100th movie role. Yep, this is 100th film for Liam Neeson, acting wise. We get Jordan, of course, who did movies like The Crying Game, In Company with Wolves, and so many others. I was lucky enough to see this at a gala for the Moroccan Film Festival, and my cat is driving me at the wall. So Neil Jordan and lead actress Dan Kruger were there, and they did come out at the beginning of the film to introduce it. Basically, the film starts off with Philip Marlowe being. I'm gonna get my tea here. Philip Marlowe being like in his office, and as all good noirs start, with the beautiful blonde played by Diane Kruger coming in to hire him for a case. You see my kitty cat over there? I bet you do. So she hires him to find a guy named Rico, one of her a lover of hers. He quickly goes on to the case to try and find out basically. To find Rico, and only to find out that Rico is presumably already dead. And she does not believe it. Marlowe is a specific type of character. He has a set of rules and ideals that you guys are totally watching the cat, aren't you? That you want to see in a film today. I love the character of Philip Marlowe. I love Raymond Chandler, and I was iffy going in a little bit on this one because I knew it was a Raymond Chandler novel. So, how is it going to go? How's it going to play? Extremely well. It has a great cast, and overall, we've got here Liam Neeson, Diane Kruger, Jessica Lange does a great job in her role as the mother of Diane Kruger. We have Alan Cummings, Danny Houston, Ian Hart, Colm Meaney in a really cool part in this one as well. Patrick Muldoon. It's loaded. The cast is loaded. But what really stands out for this is that for a film noir, there are a lot of sequences here that shine light. So if you're familiar with film noir and familiar with the genre, then you're going to know that the whole noir concept, a lot of it is taken out of German Expressionism. So you get a lot of angular shots, a lot of dark and shadowy figures, a lot of guys that wear hats. There's a lot of light in this film, actually, surprisingly. But it's Neil Jordan, and he does a fantastic job in the way this is shot. This is an amazingly shot film. As the script, there is, as the noir goes, there is going to be some kind of noir convolutions. That's the big spec. If you like noir, you kind of expect that. Liam Neeson in the role of Philip Marlowe is fantastic. He doesn't take it so much as Humphrey Bogart would. He takes it more along the lines of the latter film, like Philip Marlowe takes. He basically decides to go with the Robert Mitchum style of kind of like murder. So where's the murder, my dear? she's driving at the wall, and decides to play Marlowe in his later years. He's lost his pension. He's a little bit older. He's not as fast as he used to be. He's not as quick on the draw, but he can still pack a good punch, and he can take on a few guys. But he's not above getting sucker punched or getting knocked from behind. This is a really good film. I enjoyed every second of Marlowe, and I really hope that even if Neil Jordan decides that this is his one film noir, that this brings more film noirs into focus. Dan Kruger is really good in this film. Liam Neeson for your 100th film. This is a great choice, and it is so well done. If you're a Neil Jordan fan, you're going to really enjoy this film because it has those touches that only Neil Jordan can do with his with just the way that he films it, the DPs that he used. It's extremely well shot. Cast-wise, it's fantastic. Diane Kruger really lights up the screen. I loved. She does remind me. Jessica Lange plays her mother, and she does remind me of a young Jessica Lange. I remember back when Jessica Lange first got started. It was actually a King Kong film that Jessica Lange starred in, and they were so worried that everybody was saying, "Well, she's a model. She's not going to be a good actress. She's going to be horrible." And Jessica Lange's critically acclaimed actress. So overall, we got a perfectly cast film. It's extremely well done. And what's really great about this film is he brings us to Los Angeles in the late 1930s. There's some darkness. There's an actor, and I want to say his name, but I know I'm going to butcher it. But he was on the series Oz. He was on Lost. Adwali. I'm not going to say the last name. You know what I'm talking about. He is really, really good in this film. He plays the chauffeur and heavy for Alan Cummings, who is also really great in this movie. Everybody kind of plays their part perfectly, and the puzzle pieces kind of fit together until we finally find out exactly what everybody wants, what everybody's looking for. Because in this movie, he starts to look for Rico for the character Claire Cavendish, who Nico. Sorry, I said Rico. Nico, who likes to be called Cavendish as just her name, just Cavendish. But Jessica Lange tries to hire him. The ambassador tries to hire him. A lot of people. Alan Cummings' character of Lou Hendricks tries to hire him. He's a gangster. Everybody wants Nico. Not everybody wants him alive. And it comes very clear very quickly that they're not looking for Nico. They're looking for something Nico has. Marlowe comes out on December 2nd of 2022 in the theaters. I really recommend you check it out. I'm going to end this video with a little special, hopefully a treat. I'm going to show you some pictures from the Moroccan Film Festival, from the Marrakesh Film Festival, and a little clip there from Neil Jordan and Dan Kruger when they come out on stage for Marlowe too. So hope you enjoy that.
Hi everybody.
Hi.
Yes. Hello, thank you for having us.
Writer, artistic, married, and he knew Klaus very well, told me a lot about growing up with him and said, the one thing you must remember is the class is rather a bad actor. And I thought, well, okay.